Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tamara, aka Girl from Harlem.
And what's good, everybody? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee.
And this is the God Show.
Make some noise. And today we have a very special guest. I have told this man, and I think he thinks I'm playing because I've said it behind closed doors. But I've told this man, him and DJ Trauma are my favorite DJs. Party DJs by far. I've been to so many Mars parties, so many Trauma parties, and the Super Friends be killing it.
Thank you.
We have and he's also here with us, gracing us, very kind folks, from being on a world tour. He's Usher's DJ also. Let's give it up for my man and yours, DJ Mars.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Let's go, my brother. I mean, you hanging. Let's go, brother. Let's go.
It's all to the good.
Let's go.
Dack me up. I love a dack.
Tamir, let's go.
All right. So you are a DJ. You traveled all over the world, worked with all type of artists. What is your favorite city to party in?
That's a ill question because every city / country has a different kind of energy, right?
Agreed.
So I'll kind of break it down into continents. Like when I'm playing in Africa, whether it's South Africa, East Africa, West Africa, the energy there is on a trillion. Like they really go crazy. In Americans, not so much now because Afrobeat is kind of taken over and Amapiano is next. But Americans had a certain connotation of what Africa was like, and it's not what we were taught, right? So I remember the first time I played in Africa was in '97. Abe Watson brought me and DJ Trini over there. And the biggest records at that time was any record by Tupac and Michael Jackson. Now that's
Michael Jackson?
And Michael Jackson in 1997. Wow. Like so the audience knew everything from Pac to Mike and then everything in between. They were way more musically advanced than what America would consider them to be. So I say that to say every country / continent has a different energy. In the Asian markets that I played, they're definitely different. Like you'll be over in Asia and the backpack kids are listening to deep Outkast. I'm talking Outkast album cuts. They're, no pun intended, they're listening to Wu-Tang. Like it is just different. Britain, heavy reggae, heavy deep R&B. So it's just different. Like every space has its own musical personality.
What is your favorite
country?
What is if you are like Ali getting ready for a fight and you got your stuff on? What place are you the most excited to play?
Man, I would say Africa because it's so dope to see our people rock with us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like seeing the music that we create over here translate to them, seeing the music that they create translate back to them from an American DJ standpoint. So whenever I play Africa, it's in a big stadium, 30, 40, 50,000 people. It's nuts. Like, so just imagine that.
We need a, by the way, Jordan, we need a flex button. Anytime somebody flex, we just need a drop. Hit him with the flex. Hit him with the flex. This man said 30,000 people. Let's go. Let's go. Keep on. Let's keep it going.
That was the truth. Like it's amazing. The first time I played there, we were on a horse track, right? You know the OTB type horse track, and from the stage's position, it was people as far as I couldn't see the end of
the crowd.
I could not see it. This is in 1997. Before,
who were you there with?
It was Abe Watson from Rose Bar brought me and DJ Trini. So it was 2 American DJs and then a bunch of West African DJs. We were in Nairobi.
So hold on, all these people were there just to hear DJs play?
Just to hear DJs.
Oh, wow. I think you talking about when you were Usher.
No, this was in 97.
Real flex. Now, hey, you need to hit them with the real flex. They came to see me, motherfucker, not those guys.
Bro, this was 97.
Wow.
97.
Can DJs even do that now? Like,
they're
doing that.
They can. So the reason why it doesn't happen in our sector is kind of deep. Black male American promoters, they're dumb. They have not figured out the thing that makes the globe move, right? So if you look at EDM promoters, who's the top billing at an EDM party? It's the DJ.
Yes.
Right? A black male hip hop promoter will say stuff like, man, F that, I ain't putting him on the flyer. I knew him when I was paying him $100. Let me go get this Instagram model in a month.
Who I don't know.
Who I don't know, who next month will be invalid. Let me go get her or Rap Trapper of the Week, and that's what we focus on. That's why our parties are so one lane, because and I'm blaming it on the brothers. Like, they haven't evolved. Like, they haven't evolved. Like, if you look at the big EDM festivals, they're not promoting artists.
No.
They're promoting the DJ who turned into an artist because they figured it out. Like, so if Africa figured it out in 97, right? This is 97, before we even knew that type of traveling was possible. If Africa figured it out in 97, why are we? I know you know.
Yes.
As soon as
By the way, I love this conversation. I didn't even think we was gonna go here. This is incredible. Let's go.
As soon as I said they're dumb, I'm sure 5 names popped in your head of promoters who literally promote the same thing. Like, the parties haven't evolved. Like, the DJ has evolved. The Atlanta DJ has turned into the celebrity DJ, but the promoter hasn't caught up to them. The parties are literally the same. Like, there's no progression. So to answer the question, why hasn't it happened with us, is because the leaders of the pack, the promoters, they're stuck on promoting the same thing. The models, the cars in the parking lot.
Celebrities, yes.
Yeah, all the stuff that doesn't make big ticket events, it doesn't make those move. But that's what we're stuck on.
Wait, I got to drag you in one of me and Ray's arguments real quick. I need you to, because, you said you done been everywhere. Who's the biggest consumer of rap music right now?
Well, colored people. I would say colored people, because there's more colored people on the planet than there's others, right?
Wait, when you say colored, are we talking about like all the browns?
All the browns, all the yellows, all the reds. Colored people. I don't care what country, continent you go to, hip hop, especially Atlanta hip hop, is on the ground moving. You go to South America, it's us. You go to Asia, it's us. You go to Africa, there's more Africans than there are African Americans. And it's, I walked into a sneaker shop and I heard a DJ Drama and Don Cannon and Sense mixtape in South Africa.
Wow.
It's us. Like, I called Cannon from the spot, like, yo, son, listen to this. Yo, they playing your joint. Like, American hip hop is probably the number one culture commodity across the planet. Like, it's literally, I was in Ireland. I was just looking at these kids looking like us. They literally was dressed like us. Now, we're talking Ireland. So who did I help out? You or him?
No. You didn't help neither one. That's not even matter. My thing is, I want to ask you. And I feel like you are one of the rare people we can ask, and I don't know why. I have some theories, but I don't know why. Why is it that? And it's 2 parts. The first thing is that why is it that the black DJ hasn't been able to capture the touring and business the way the EDM guys have done? Like, Khaled is probably the closest one who's like kind of went up, but I'm just speaking, like, why is it that we just don't, like, why is it that Trauma's at Phillips Arena tonight and we coming out? Why isn't that happening?
Well, if you it's the training. I'm not beating up the promoter, but it's the training that the promoter has done, right? The promoter has trained, he's the Pied Piper, and he's trained the audience to not focus on the essence, right? Again, I said before, he's training the audience to focus on the stripper, the drug dealer, the cars in the parking lot, the bottles. If you look at a flyer, if the DJ's name is on the flyer, it's literally a line item.
Music by really.
That's it. There ain't no pictures, so they don't invest in that. So our people in the States historically aren't taught to pay attention to that. But in other genres, they're taught that, whether it's EDM or it's just any other genre aside from ours, they're taught that. The ill thing is, we created that. The hip hop DJ wasn't the first DJ, but the hip hop DJ made DJing cool.
Period.
Cool.
Not even close.
Cool. It's the reason why 2-pair turntables sell versus just one.
Yeah.
It's the reason why there's Serato versus you carrying your crates. Like the hip hop DJ has made it so that everybody wants to be a part of the game, but the hip hop promoter, it's male ego driven. Again,
I love that. That's he's right, by the way.
It's some dude that we all know that will say, I remember I was paying Mars $100 back in '91. I ain't putting his name on the flight. He'll have so much energy. Like it's almost like I offended him by saying, "Yo,
this is where I'm at right now."
Yeah.
And I think it's also they want to put you in your place. They can't wait to remind you that shit works in Africa, bro. Here, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
We don't care nothing.
We don't care
about
who you are, what you want this money, or guess what? There's 1,000 other DJs. But that's why, even how I started off, why I said Trauma and Mars are my favorite, because you go to parties. And when you go to parties, usually every vibe is the same. And then you go to some parties, you like, yo,
who is that?
like, shit, this is before I started even exploring with like this. I don't even drink. I'm just in the club, straight face, and all of a sudden the song play. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I'm like, Mars. I'm like, damn. So for me, I understand that. But the second question I was gonna ask you is why is it that hip hop 50th year is not celebrating the DJ like they need to? Hip hop 50th was started by the DJ.
Good point.
I got a great answer for that because I sit and look and get mad every day. It's because it's a hashtag, which means it's a marketing ploy by these companies. They don't really care about hip hop 50 because January 1st, if you go to them with a hip hop related theme, January 1st, 2024, they're going to tell you that's old.
It's over.
They're gonna, that was last year.
We don't fit hip hop 51. 50 more years from now.
Right.
Maybe 60 will catch us.
Yeah, maybe. Like, they're doing it because it's a buzzword today. They don't really care.
Yeah.
You can tell by who they're celebrating. They're literally celebrating the same people. And it's super easy to celebrate. So I'm going to name names, not to say that these people, just for example's sake. It's easy to say, okay, we're going to do a show. Let's get Salt and Pepper. Let's get LL. Let's get so-and-so. That's easy.
Yeah, of course.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, to your point, like if you're celebrating hip-hop's 50th, why aren't you talking about James Brown?
Not hip-hop music, by the way.
Right.
Hip-hop culture.
Period.
Yes. Like, hip-hop didn't have its first hit until 79. So if that's the case, that's 43 years ago. Like, why are we talking about? That means I don't hear nothing about the DJ. I don't hear nothing about the graffiti artists. You don't hear nothing about the break dancers. You don't hear nothing. It's just Quavo and Offset. And no, I'm being honest. Like for me, it's almost like hip hop has been whitewashed. Hip hop has been whitewashed, and into thinking that it's only about the person with the mic. And there was if you pay attention, hip hop. The hype man was just as important as the rapper.
Yes.
The DJ was the leader. It was Eric B. and Rakim.
Him, Jazzy Jeff,
and the Fresh Prince. It was the DJ was a core
I never
part.
Thought about that.
Yeah,
We moved away from that.
Because it becomes easy to break us. When you got poor people and the only thing on the line is money, we sometimes sell our soul to the people who telling us, hey, you can make a lot more money. You don't need him. He's a producer. And then tell him you don't need him. Take your sound and let's go give it to 10 other people. Like it's just an economics thing that kicked in. But I just feel like DJs don't get it. And to answer my thought process to you, what you said about DJs, because I thought about it was, it feels like, and I said this prior, that it feels like black culture has become one set of people. Drug dealers, strippers, street niggas, rappers, and I feel like they've forgotten the experience part of it. Yeah. Because one thing I'll tell you about going to like when you go to like a Getta or one of those DJ parties, it don't even matter what the fucking song is. It's just the and people are on drugs and they dance and they are there strictly for the experience. And we're telling people that it's like my famous friend Don Vito says, they're marketing the people that want to be like you. Mm-hmm. They're saying all the girls that want to be like Ari come to her party. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, so they're not marketing to like the regular people that work 9 to 5. That's just like, I just want to go out and have a good time. And because they forgot the experience, I think that's also why the nightclub has suffered, because now a club ain't popping if it ain't hosted by a celebrity. Mm-hmm. And the celebrities are charging celebrity prices, and now the nightclub owners can't hold it up
Now
because it's
viral
like
prices
I
went
can't pay you $100,000, pay for the club, and still walk away with
Any
something
type of
in my
profit,
pocket.
Right.
Yeah. So to your point, there's several pieces to that layer. I noticed this on tour, right? I was touring with Kerry Hilson, so this particular package, it was Kerry Hilson, Lil Wayne, T-Pain, and I think Rick Ross, right? So we were doing what we call sheds, right? Like outdoor venues, summertime, dope vibes, and you would see the white concert goers would come, khaki shorts, flip-flops, baseball hat turned to the back, T-shirt. They're coming to have a
good
great
time.
Cool.
Our people were coming to look better than the person
The
on
rapper.
stage.
Agreed.
So I don't care what market you could be in Columbus, Ohio, you could be in Columbus, Georgia. It didn't matter. You could be in Albany, New York, or you could be in Northern California. Our people come to be the star of the show because we are performing
Guilty.
with the artist. So Lil Wayne comes out, does his song. Kerry Hilson comes out, does her song. What are we doing? We're turning our phones around and we looking and So we're having a good time because that's what a good time means in 2024. But we're not having a good time because we're performing instead of enjoying.
Yes.
So like we just digest artistry differently. It's kind of not cool. Like because the fun is gone. Like they have fun because they're not coming to be the star. They paid their money for
The fun.
you to entertain
Ain't
them.
yeah.
Like they're not coming to be brighter than we're looking. So if you're from this is the ground, that's the stage, you're looking up. And I'm not saying look up like you put this person on, no pun intended, on a God pedestal, but you look up because that's where they are. Our people want you focused on them. Like so
We are the show.
Right.
That's all.
Main
I'm
character
gonna tell you something funny.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something funny? So, what up, everybody? This is Ray Dangs, aka the Culture Referee. You already knew that, but what you didn't know about, I bet, is a new distribution company called Two Lost Distribution. They're the most technologically advanced distributor in the world. They distribute your music to more stores than any distributor out there, and they only charge you $3 a month. Yep, $3 a month. And they don't charge you any money to collect your royalties, so you get 100% of your royalties. Y'all know how some of them distribution companies be asking for, it's distribute with us, but they take 20%. These guys don't take any of that. They charge $3 a month to distribute all your music, and if you use the code GODS, which is on the bottom of the screen, when you add your discount code, you get 3 months free. So if you're looking for distribution, you need distribution, you're looking for the best distribution company to work with, Two Lost is the fastest growing distribution company out there. Mess with them. Tell them Ray sent you. You gonna get some money off. I have a friend of mine who is like big in boxing, right? Huge in boxing. And we had a boxing event. Javante had a fight here. It had to be about 2 years ago, whenever he fought here. And it was a October day. So it should have been cold, but it was like 70 degrees.
They
Right?
still wore minks.
60. It was 5,000 minks in the crowd. And my man was like, why the fuck is all these black people wearing their mink coats?
first of all, where did they buy them from?
Right.
Why are you? It's a fight. It's 70 degrees outside.
I didn't even know Atlanta people had minks.
No. I'm just saying it's a mink coat whole factory right next door to us.
Sure is.
But I'm just saying my man.
cold enough.
So let me tell the funny part. So I'm with my man who's from LA, and I'm like, it's gonna be some minks in the. I know Atlanta. I'm like, it's gonna be some.
Yo, what's wild? I know what
out.
night you're talking about.
Yes, and it's
know
gonna
what
be
night you're talking
minked
about.
out. And he was like, "No way, bro. We have on T-shirts. We have on shirts with collar shirts." I said, "Nigga, it's Atlanta.
Word.
We are coming for the. We don't give a fuck about the fight. We are coming for the show, nigga. We are part. We saw Frank Lucas one fucking mink coat.
Yeah.
We wearing a mink coat to the
fucking.
fight. It was minked out. Boy,
Yo, they was shining brighter than the diamond that night. I remember.
Black people's going to do that, but I just feel like we got to also get to that place of experience and having a good time, because that's one thing that white people will do. You got them that they got the drugs on the plates, some X, weed, shrooms. What do you want? They gonna drop the music, and it's like God is in the room. It's
Right.
like it could be raining. We don't give a fuck.
To
Like,
prove your point correct, a lot of those EDM DJs make records day of, right? So let's say it's the Tomorrow World Festival. They will make a Tomorrow World edit of a song that none of us ever heard. So I know they're not coming because they know the music. They know some of it.
Yeah.
They definitely do. But they're coming for the experience because these DJs are playing records that literally they created. And they'll tell you, I made this record for tonight. The first time, they will say, this is the first time the world has heard this record. While and I don't mind how we party in terms of playing records that people know, but it keeps you boxed in. Like in my laptop, I got 30,000 records. Depending on what audience I'm in front of, I probably, because I push the envelope, probably in a night get through 200.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's because one, I'm playing them quick and I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
20 seconds a song or something?
A verse and a half. Jeez. A verse and a half.
You ever heard Jimmy Iovine's advice on how to win in life? Have you ever, one of his rules in life is, he said, you got to be like the DJ. He tells anybody, he said, if you want to win in life, you got to be like the DJ. And he was like, while everyone is dancing to this song, the DJ knows the next song and the next song and the next song. And because he knows the next song, he or she is bored with this song.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, I can't wait to get to the next. And some people kind of like just like to stay there. He's like, you got to be like a DJ, man. You got to go to the next song. Like, keep it moving, keep it going forward. Because because he said basically if you don't, people will get bored and leave the floor. So you kind of got to keep them there.
It's like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Remember Mike Tyson? He would knock you out. Bang, 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 bang. It was, Kid Capri style of DJing, which, I come from that school of DJing, the hit you in the head quick, because we will get bored.
Yeah.
Like, our people.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing's back. Like,
I hate when DJs play the whole song. That blows my mind.
What'd you say?
Get me out of here. If
she's
the DJ
from
plays the
Harlem,
whole
so
song,
she's
why are you
used
playing
to-
the whole song? Like,
Yeah.
play the most important verse and get on. Like, or when you cut off the wrong verse,
Ooh, I hate
that
that
sends
part.
me to the moon. Like, bro, all right.
You ain't happy with it? You ain't happy with it?
Who you think is the most important person in the party? Because I seen a DJ post, DJs are the most important people, the most important person at a party, and they chewed him up because the crowd, they think they're the most important. That's really what it was.
I think the most important thing is the energy.
And y'all control the energy.
It's a collaborative effort, right?
Okay,
so,
I'll take
so
collab.
let's say I'm DJing a party. It's Friday. It's June 5th, making up the date. It's Friday, June 5th. You just got a promotion. You and your girls y'all came out to celebrate you, right? That's energy. So from a DJ standpoint, what I do is I'm looking at people walking the door. I can tell who the wallflowers are before they even get to the wall.
Really?
I can tell who the person in the crew is, the leader of the crew, right? I can tell by playing one or two records if that crew is going to allow me to go to the left. So I say allow because it's a collaboration. I can't go to the left if nobody in there is musically progressive.
Yes.
Right? I can't. Even though in my soul, that's what I want to do. So what I do is let's say I find you, you're from Harlem. So in my head, I don't know you at all, but I see you walk in and I play an A. Marie record. A. Marie, dope artist, but not everybody plays it. But if I see you react to A. Marie, black women, they do this, put their head down, hands up. If I see her do that, then I say, okay, I can play something else.
Yes.
I can go because I got you.
Yeah.
And I categorize you as a leader of the pack. Once you get the dime in the crew moving, everybody else moves. So then even the goofball guys who may not know those records because they're trying to get your attention, they're going to act like that. So I find the yous in the, whoever you are in the club, find them and talk to them first. Because then that conversation between my records that I'm playing and the records I see you reacting to says I can go other places later on. I could play a deeper Afrobeat set because I know there's musically progressive people in the club. So it's vibe and discovery is the most important.
I'm just excited, man, because I really I love what I do, right? And I'm good at what I do.
You create the records I play.
Exactly. But when I see you talking, for me, I'm hoping that if you're watching this, you're listening and you're understanding that he's speaking about showbiz.
Yeah.
He's speaking about serving an audience. Like he's a DJ. He could say, fuck all of y'all. I want to hear Master P right now. I see some Harlem girls in here, but I'm going to Texas because that's what I feel like going. No, you literally are like, I see what the people like, and I feel like artists can learn from that. Like, give the people what they want, not what you want them to have. Because if you give them, and then that's to be the disconnect. Why you don't want this? They don't want that, motherfucker. The same reason why you don't want something that they want. So when you talking, I'm just loving. That's why I'm like, damn. That's why he one of my favorite DJ because he's thinking about me. He's thinking about. Well, I'm not a goofball nigga, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, he's thinking about the niggas. He's thinking about like. I'm not in the club to see niggas. I'm in the club because women are there. So if I see women having fun, I was at P party, and I said it was his birthday joint, and it was a record playing, and everybody, all the chicks was just going crazy for it, and I'm looking like, I don't want to be blamed, so I see you got Shazam, so I Shazam that shit, and it was Little Yachty Strike record, and I was like, oh, this record is crazy, but it just the DJ playing and me seeing women singing it word for word, I was like, oh, he got something. I just wish that people paid attention because I feel like people look at us and just look like, oh, of course you know the answers. He just gave it to us. He literally just gave you the answer. Like, if you're making music, you got to make vibes. You got to make it for the people, what they look like, how they jamming. I'm sorry. Because people watch this show for that reason, but that was like real ill what you said.
If you look at it categorically, this is why Afrobeat and Amapiano is winning because it's a vibe, right?
I don't know what Amapiano is. I'm going to be honest.
You'll know it by the time this airs because I'm gonna send you some records. It's a vibe, right? So if you look at trap music, it's low. Trap music today is low vibrational. It's murder, death, kill, hoe, slut. I'm selling ass on from the female side.
Niggas selling drugs, the women selling ass.
Yeah, it's really that's really what it is. Really. But if you listen to Afrobeat, it's a total vibe, and that. In part, to me, my 2 cents, I feel like that's why it's winning because it's a vibe. Like, it doesn't threaten you.
It feels like love.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Afrobeats music feels like love. You can rap about money for all of you. Like, you could, like, and like he even said, because I'm in love with you, yeah. And, like, that's crazy when you think about it. The vibration of the music leaves room for love. Yeah. Compared to trap music, you gotta say, even if you don't want to, you want to slap a bitch or something. Like if I play Project Pat, nigga, I had slinging known as Blade. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm gonna call my kids, nigga. I'm a drug dealer for these next 5 minutes. Everybody shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm selling cheese, dope, and a whole.
I agree with you. It does feel like love because even if I didn't know the words or I didn't understand the language, you still feel it. You still, everybody is all, and like you just feel good once it comes on. So it's like good music and a hug or something.
So again, that leads back to the answer. The most important thing in the club is the vibe.
That's the answer.
It's the vibe. Sometimes the vibe is trap. Sometimes it is 3-6 Mafia. Sometimes it is Lil TJ. Sometimes that's what it is.
Yeah.
But if you look at what's moving globally, Afrobeats, Amapiano. I know we went off on tangents.
I want to know what Amapiano. I really want to know what it is.
It's to me it's a cross section between South African house music, a little bit of reggae, but it's like deep soulful South African house music. It's a few notches up from Afrobeat. So the average Amapiano tempo is probably like 112 to 120. Afrobeats is a little slower, closer to 100. Different groove, but it's so fly. It's what, because we were talking off air about her playlist. If her girls were going to the Caribbean for the weekend, some of those tunes would be on her playlist. Yeah, it's literally a beautiful vibe.
Yeah, that's what I think that sound to me. It sounds like it's just a maturity of. Because I always say this today is the best time ever to be black, right? Because number one, our stories haven't been told, right? So our stories have had a chance to mature. And number two, this is the first time, like I always say, when I was a kid, my mother would play Luther Vandross. My mother never played Rakim. Right? My mother never played fucking Slick Rick. My mother didn't play rap. My mother played Freddie Jackson, Luther Vandross.
Shalimar.
And Shalimar. I listened to rap at the park. And this is in the Bronx days. But what I realize is that today is the first time where I'm listening to the same music as my kids. Not exact same, because they might have some shit that's over there that I'm just like, I don't get that. But I'm listening to the same music as my kids. So when Kendrick drops, my son is on his Instagram playing it the same way I'm on my IG playing it. Yeah. Which means that's a chance for us to come together. Right? So this is the first time that we could come together, because it's not like I could say to my son or my child, or my son can say to me, you don't understand. I do. First of all, look how fresh you are. You know what I'm trying to say? Daddies didn't dress like that in the 90s. A dad wore a button-up shirt, tucked in. They wanted you to know that they were a dad, right? But now this is the first time where we're all kind of cool. And it's a great chance for lessons, for us to grow as a culture. But the one thing that's missing is love. So when you say that, what you said, I'm like, as I'm sitting here listening, I'm like, damn, that might be the way to usher in love. Because remember, we've been saying, why R&B? Right. You know why R&B ain't? Because R&B has to live amongst these niggas. Right.
And they're singing, but they're singing trap themes.
That's what I'm saying, because they got to live amongst these niggas. Yeah. Unlike Afrobeat, where they can play music about love because it's all good. It's all love. Here, it's just different. I pray that changes, because as you're talking, I'm like, I swear, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, damn, there is hope. Okay. Yeah. And that's me being being in this shit every day. Because I ain't gonna lie, being in this shit, you think you worried about from the outside. You need to be worried about from the inside. When you start seeing who's allowing the artists to do what they want, what they care about, they don't give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck if you made a song say "kill your mama," as long as you didn't say "kill their mama."
Kill their mama.
If you could say "kill whoever mama," they don't give a fuck. These people in this room. So I lost hope. But
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I even think that and I also think you guys with the Usher show is a clear example that people want love. Yes. Because people are going to Vegas for the show.
They're going.
Everybody I talk to black. You going to Vegas? See Usher? You know it.
Yo, man, that kid put Atlanta on his back and is bodying it out there. Like, he is bodying the situation. It's a sellout. First of all, we're in year number 3. It was 2021, 2022, 2023. Every night is a sellout. People like, yo, could you buy me tickets? Could you give me? I can't even buy a ticket for someone else. Yeah. It's a sellout every night. And he says in the show, I brought the A to the V.
Yes.
So culturally, you know, because you create records. You created some of his records. You know what that means? To take the Atlanta thing and transplant it in Vegas and win.
And have everybody from Atlanta. That's another thing you said. Ain't nobody saying, I'll see Usher when he come to Atlanta. No, everybody's like, nah, I'm going to Vegas to get that vibe. But it's love, it's people are dancing. And I think that people want that. It's just, like I said, from the inside, the powers that be can give a fuck if black love is represented. Yeah, as long as blacks is bringing in green, nigga, we are good over here. And meanwhile, our culture and our people are suffering because we don't have other voices being told that they're important. That's another thing I think missing is, like, we don't have voices telling people telling us this voice is important. Yeah, you need to go to his show. You need to, like, even Afrobeats, like, people are like, you gotta listen to that. Yeah,
yo, we brought DeVito out.
Yeah,
so it's all the love in Usher's songs, and then we brought out DeVito. Like, it was
lost
their mind. So that said to me, right? Because DJs are marketers, right? Some of us are. That said to me, the same people who have digested the love message from Usher are willing to digest the love message from DeVito. So then why are more black radio stations playing the DeVito message? Because it's a connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the same girl who works 9 to 5, listens to Mary all day, listens to Monica, listens to Carrie, listens to Usher, also listen to this. Yeah. Because it's like it's the same beautiful message, just with a different beat. And when I first of all, I knew it was gonna work, because I know I play for this audience all the time. But to see it work in the Usher space said, yo, this audience, those are the girls that I will look at the door when they walk in, and I would, okay, yeah, I know I can go there. Yeah. She looks like she's
culture. Yeah, she wants
those 10, 15, however many thousand people are in the audience. They got it.
Yeah,
they got it.
That's amazing. We need. By the way, we just need love in our music. We need love in our culture. Like, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with having a good time. Everybody don't have to be a drug dealer. Keenan. your fellow CLU brother. Keenan need to bring back those Never Sold Dope shirts. We need to get back to that shit, bro, because it's out here. Let me ask you something. So you guys started one of the first DJ crew I know about at Atlanta. I know about Super Friends.
Yeah.
What was the thought process in that, and what happened?
So,
because y'all had the city on smash.
Yeah. Thank you. So me and Trauma came to Atlanta in 1991, both freshmen at CEU. Him being from New York, specifically Manhattan, me being from Massachusetts. I grew up looking at musical entities in a different way than I've seen down here. Mm-hmm. So you listen to, around my way, college radio for the DJ. You didn't listen because it was Springfield College's radio station. You didn't listen because it was WMUA, UMass. No, you listened because that DJ had a mix show that you liked. Trom, growing up in New York, listened to WHBI because of the Awesome 2. He listened to Kiss FM because of Red Alert. He listened to BLS because of Marley Marl and Mr. Magic. He didn't listen because of the call letters. Mm-hmm. But then when I came down here, they weren't even playing hip-hop on the radio like that. So if they ain't playing, I don't care what they act like they're down with today. In 91, Atlanta was not playing hip-hop.
It wasn't no Hot 97. It wasn't around.
V103 wouldn't even play Outkast.
Yes.
Let's just keep it real. We're going to keep it 100 with you.
Sure.
They wasn't on it like that. So if the power, they wasn't, trust me, they wasn't on it like that. So if the power structure isn't on it like that, then the city isn't on it like that. Now, there was definitely DJ crews in the A before me. I knew about Camp. Those are my teachers, Camp. Then you got the J Team, King Edward J. I saw you had Smurf on here earlier, Kizzy Rock and them. They were different.
But because I'm from here, I can honestly tell you the reason why I said the Super Friends is because they were on the outside of the perimeter.
I was just about to say.
Yeah,
that.
you guys actually became, to me, the soundtrack of Black Hollywood.
Yeah, and that's because. So back then, the AUC was the marketing plan for record labels, right? It was the marketing plan. It was, you come to the AUC on.
By the way, the AUC is the Atlanta University Center. Clark, Spelman, Morris Brown, Morehouse.
Exactly.
I just want to say that in case somebody listening don't know.
So a record label, let's say Def Jam, would come to Atlanta Friday night. They would plaster the AUC 10,000 CDs or tapes, whatever the technology was at that time. And so you got everybody listening to Redman. Let's say it's Redman.
Yeah.
Then Friday night, Redman would go to the Warehouse, and then the Warehouse would be the club that all those college kids partied at. So once you got good on the campus, you got good in the city. So me and Trauma, we made sure, and it was DJs definitely before us, but we made sure we were good on campus.
Yes.
So how and why we got started was because the structure in Atlanta just didn't promote the DJ, not the way that you're from Harlem, you're from the Bronx, so you know what Kool Herc meant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, I'm not sure who.
If a DJ set up because in New York, all you had was outside.
That's all you had.
And it's like, and the only way you got fun outside is if somebody got a box. Mm-hmm. And that was, you had to be within about 30 yards to really enjoy the vibe, or a DJ set up and played the music. And
so us being down here, they didn't move like that. You would see a flyer and the DJ's name, and the DJ would be dope. You would go to the party. Like, I remember at the Warehouse, Little John, super producer Little John would be killing it. Cersei would be killing it. DJ Dose would be killing it. JC would be killing it. Soul Messiah would be killing it. But then the name, now imagine you're paying Little John however much he got paid every Friday night, and his name would be this big on a flyer. What kind of dickhead do you have to be to not? Now, he wasn't who he is now, but
that's probably why he did it though, because he probably got tired of turning the parties up,
and
his music was kind of like DJ man. Where you from? Where you from? Who you with? Get crunk. Like it was like
his
DJ
music
chants.
is black fight music. It's high school kid fight music. So we looked at it like, yo, man, like. This ain't how we grew up. Like, so we said, yo, what we're gonna do is build our own team. We're gonna be flyer than everybody else. We're gonna be fresher, and we're gonna control what we control. We control the city.
Yeah,
everything from Buckhead, Midtown to downtown. at the time, I was, let's say I was the quarterback for all the AG's parties. So I did all the AG's parties. So I was doing those. The rest of the team was doing. So if you came through the city, 10 times out of 10, the only thing we didn't touch that was inside the city that we're referring to, we didn't touch the strip clubs. That just wasn't our vibe. That was, you know what I mean? That, all respect due to Nando, that was his vibe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
y'all always say that
Funky.
strip clubs is the first place that you're supposed to take music.
You have to understand something. What these guys were playing for the college kids, the black, educated, the Cosby kids.
21 and under.
If you went to Hillman, you was at one of their parties.
Okay.
The strip club was kind of like the underground.
Got it.
It was really underground. It was like, by the way, it's amazing to me today how strippers, we have an Instagram showing them dancing. And there was a point in time where you would go to the strip club and if you pull out your phone,
you would get beat
hey, you got
up.
a camera on there? You got no camera on there, dude.
Get out.
He got a camera, y'all. Get him out. Now they like, pull the camera out. I'm in this motherfucker. Like, it's crazy out there. OnlyFans era, guys. Being OnlyFans era. Yeah.
I didn't think about that because you're right. Back then, it was such a negative connotation. You'd be like, because you would almost whisper, like, yo, see Shorty over there with the green hair.
Yes.
Yo, I saw her at Magic City on Monday. Like,
she danced.
It was so crazy that now
the Magic City dancers walk around with shirts saying, I dance in Magic City. Ask me for a discount. Ask me for a card. I got a card for you right here. Yeah. You can come in. I'm there Wednesdays through Sundays. I'm off Monday and Tuesday because my kids got to go to school. But come see me. Like, it's crazy, bro.
I never even looked at it like that, but that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So these guys were like, dog, I went to, I don't know if it would, it was the year 2000, it had to be like 2003, 2002, 2003. And Biddy and them threw Trauma birthday party. Over there by Piedmont, I don't know what venue I was at. I ain't never seen that many fine women in my life in one club. To this day, that's still like the finest ever in my life. I was like, I didn't even know Trauma. I just started like hustling with Biddy. And Biddy was like, yo, we going to Trauma party tonight. That's when I discovered the Super Friends.
So it was definitely got to give Biddy some credit. But in relation to those birthday parties, that was us.
Yeah.
So we looked at everything we did was a way to market us. So we threw our own parties. It was our birthday parties first, then homecoming parties because we needed a way to, catapult
events.
Our brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those parties used to get us in trouble. So I don't know what answer you want. Yeah. You want the truthful answer?
Yeah.
Promoters would be like, these are promoters that we had super strong relationships with, right? Let's say if it's August 5th and you didn't book me on August 5th, so I have my night off, that's when we would throw our parties. These chumps would, because our birthday parties were successful, but didn't compete with them because we had our own audience. The next week wouldn't hire us because we threw a party.
That didn't go, it kind of was against them. You're the competition now.
But we're not the competition because we have our own audience. But so remember when I was talking about the disconnect between the black promoter and the black DJ, it'll be stuff like that. Like,
you know what it is, though. You know what it is, Mars.
It's ego.
It's not even ego, Mars. It's not
self-hate.
Nope.
We can go deeper.
I can tell you what it is. I'm gonna give you some real high school shit. It was girls. And I'm telling you now, nigga, it was girls. And the fact, it was her. I'm not even, but I'm not blaming you. I'm saying, like, the promoter, you gotta look at it from the promoter standpoint. I'm paying everybody. Everybody in this motherfucker work for me. I'm the producer of this movie. This nigga the director. My chick is like jamming like, oh my God, who is that nigga? Ain't shit. I pay that nigga $500. Don't get that nigga. Yeah. You want me to DJ at your house tomorrow? I got $500. You know what I'm trying to say? That all of a sudden, it be really just niggas that just don't want, dog. It be niggas that just don't want the girls on your dick. I just being honest with y'all.
Yo, so, all right, man. So, yo, you wildin'. Out of the crew, Trauma's like the sex symbol. Yeah. You can't compete with him and chicks like that.
He got green eyes. He got green eyes.
Yo, he got
and he had long hair back then. He had dreads. So he was educated and he had green eyes. Yeah, come on, man.
Yo, son, you're not gonna compete with him.
Leave that nigga alone.
You can't compete with him
and
today.
He's the nicest guy in the world. And he's soft spoken. He ain't even like, ain't like he walks in the room. Ain't like Trauma walking around like, what's up, nigga? Trauma walking like, hey guys, how y'all doing, man? Yeah. It's like this nigga.
Very well dressed. He sound like so okay. Both of y'all are New Yorkers. You know you have like the street New Yorker who sounds like he hasn't gone to an ounce of school. Then you have the educated New Yorker. Like I'm from Massachusetts, but I know Trauma went to Bronx Science High School. So you're competing like with this rocket scientist.
Yes.
Literally, that's what he was studying when he was in school. Like you're not gonna beat him, bro. You're not gonna beat him. You know what I mean? Then you ain't gonna beat me.
And the
either.
nigga name is Tyeri. It's like Tyeri. He got like a nice name and shit. Let me tell you something. My best friend as a kid name was Cashmere, my nigga. We would run up on girls when we was like 15, 16. Yo, what's up? What's your name? Oh, I'm Cashmere. No, I'm Ray. I'm Raymond.
Right.
Okay. What's your name?
Don't say
Cashmere.
Like that.
The bitch like Cashmere. Girl, his name is Cashmere. Look at this. Like everything about Trauma just worked in his favor. Nigga. It just worked.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the sexy ball head cat.
With the
like,
beard and shit. You got a beard and shit. Yeah.
You couldn't compete. And these are people that's been rocking with us basically from 18 on up. So we have a built-in audience. Like we cultivated that meticulously. So you couldn't beat that. But we weren't trying to beat them. We were just doing a party to celebrate us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's really what it was. But those are some of the roadblocks that they would hit us with.
So what do you think happened to, it's not just an Atlanta thing, what happened to the nightlife? Because can we talk about Atlanta nightlife and how, because right now, how many clubs do we have in Atlanta?
Man, I
heard
like
Alex don't even throw parties no more.
He does concerts. He graduated.
He only do the big stuff, like the Super Bowl comes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But then even then, he got to do it at the Dome.
Yeah, he got to build some shit.
He still had to build
He has
Dome.
the biggest database on the planet.
Yeah,
what?
I feel like the hip hop party cannibalized itself, right?
Okay.
So it ate itself up. You both of y'all remember, you've been here long enough, and I know you definitely have. Like, there was a period when trap just got to be disgusting and nasty. So the fly girls stopped coming out.
Yes.
Think about the only time we see each other out publicly, we're gonna throw Vito in this too, is at events where you know the energy is gonna be right because
The last time I think I saw you was at the tiny house thing.
Boom.
And mind you, I'm there. I hear, I'm like, who the fuck is playing this goddamn song?
Yo, and we were deep in
Mars. Yeah, that's why I'm like, Mars. It had to be you. It's like the vibe was just right. We was all Gobby Road, but yeah.
So it got to a point where trap just got to be so disgusting and dirty. The parties reflected that, right?
Yep.
So then the fly, I'm always reverting back to
the women
the
is why we
fly
do it.
girls was like, nah, I'm not going out anymore. So what they would do is they wouldn't go out in Atlanta, but they would go to South by Southwest. You would see them pop up in Miami.
Yep.
You would see them pop up in Coachella because they stayed musically progressive.
Yes.
But they were like, this thing right here just ain't fly no more. The BMF era made it so it wasn't about the dance floor, and promoters, Alex, one of them, catered to that energy. And I get it. He's like, yo, this bag is here. I'm gonna get it. So him being the leader, all of the subordinates under him followed that same thing. So you got the big club, any AG related club, changed the tone to go this way. Then the smaller guys under him,
To be honest, they just felt like bottom feeders.
That's exactly.
I'm
trying to be polite.
Listen, I'm saying the truth. I used to, no disrespect, I used to pass out flyers for Metro Boys, and we was a distant third between because and in orientation. By the way, Dino, why the fuck did I have orientation to pass out flyers? Can we talk about that? Why the fuck did I need orientation to pass out flyers? By the way, it was free orientation. We didn't get paid. You came to orientation, you worked free for a day, and then they decided they brought you back. But it just felt Alex he became the groundswell, and if you didn't have 5,000 people at your party and 5,000 people outside,
yes,
shit just was like.
With all due respect, any monetary gain that he got from it, he deserved.
He was big.
They put in the work.
People say, yo, they were there from the beginning, and I say, well, what's Alex's beginning? And they be like, yo, when he had Compound, no.
He was valet parking cars.
He was there before that, yeah.
But before that, he was selling beer at Ethiopian Vibrations. Wow. Ethiopian Vibrations was the most hip hop club on Auburn Ave. Like, you would see anybody from Brand Nubians to X Clan at Ethiopian Vibrations. Those are the parties that lasted from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. That's where that man got his start. This is early 90s. This is 91, 92. The last party I think I remember doing for Al at Ethiopian Vibrations was probably 93 or 94. It was a Freaknik situation. It was supposed to be me and Doo-Wop. So I say supposed to be because at that time, Alex was infamous for putting a name on the flyer for someone who was not going to show up. I know it because Trauma, now here's some more history, some more Atlanta history. Me and Trauma used to be roommates, right? Trauma would make his flyer. So I would be it'd be Trauma, Al, and Biddy would be at the computer. Like, yo.
These all my niggas, like, because it's so crazy how far we all come.
Yo,
like Trauma's playing for Oprah now. Like it's like you was like, dog. When I think about it, it's like, damn, man, that's how far we came, man.
That was it. So in terms of that relationship, Biddy was the idea man because he was in New York. From the Bronx. He either knew of the DJ or he knew them directly. So, however, Al had the money. He had more of the money. Biddy would tell Alex, "This is who you should get." So Alex would get him, and then Trauma would design the flyers, and I would be DJing the party. That was my end. My end was my roommate designing the flyers, and for some reason, I don't know why I got more parties than Trauma because he had an Army crate, I had the reggae. I had the Army crate, he had the reggae crate. So we were literally
What's
one
the Army
person.
crate?
I had one crate full of R&B records, like
R&B. I think you said Army. My bad. Okay, cool.
My bad. R&B. So that was how I would be like, Al, you're bringing Bismarck, I'm opening up, and then I would bust his ass to make sure I did it. Trying to make sure my name's on the flyer.
Exactly. Oh, because you're right.
That's my roommate.
They put my name. Make sure my name is on the flyer. Yeah, exactly.
Then when they would leave, you'll make it bigger.
After they approve it, you get a bigger one.
Yo, we used to have so many little tricks of the trade, but that's how we got in. And then we just saw that the DJ market wasn't the way we wanted. Yeah, y'all are New Yorkers. Yeah. To me, the epitome of DJ marketing comes from New York. Like, it comes from Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash, Furious 5. Kool Herc, Jazzy J, Red Alert, DJ Hollywood, Brucey B, SNS, Love Bug Starsky, obviously Kid Capri, Craig G. Like, those are the guys that we grew up with. Those are our superheroes. Watching them, Doo-Wop, obviously. Watching those guys and saying, yo, man, that's the school we come from. So why isn't it like that in Atlanta? So we just got tired of asking why isn't it. So we created the thing that we thought was missing. Yeah,
that's fire.
That's dope. When did clubs stop being fun? Because I don't
have
fun.
So this is pre-2015, and I referenced that because I remember you said that. This is pre-2015 when sections became more important than the dance floor.
Ding. That's the answer I was looking for.
Oh my God. That is so real. Like, fuck a dance floor.
I want to talk about it because I was coming from college. So college party is completely different. We all broke. Totally. We're there to have fun. You're partying. You're sweating your hair out. You're having a ball. You come from a college party. So when I left college and I went back to New York, mind you, I'm actually 21 now. But in New York, of course, we've been partying since we were 16. So now I'm old enough.
Hold on. You're 21 now.
No. Now
I was about to say.
No, but then when I got out, I came back from college. I'm 21. Now I'm actually able to be in the clubs and go to stuff like that. And clubs was so boring.
Like, what school did you go to?
I went up to Utica. I got a Syracuse degree. But nice. So back then, Griffin was like the big clubs, Pink Elephant, Greenhouse in New York, just trying to paint the scene for you. So they didn't let regular people in. Like, you had to know the person at the door to get in. And then when everybody starts thinking they celebrities, now everybody's too cool to have fun in the club. Like you said, the sections. It became a fashion show and more of a look. Like, you watching everybody have fun. So that's why I stopped partying in New York. I would fly, like you said, to Miami just to go to Live on Sundays.
Oh, wow.
Live is trash now.
Flex.
Horrible. I hate Live.
Like, those are the flex. I would fly to Miami to party.
Low-key hating on you.
No. Anyway, so when I came to Atlanta, it was actually fun. And I think it's because back then, college students kind of were still integrated into mainstream partying. So
it's definitely still.
They still having fun, but now the way they dress, like the girls, when I first moved to Atlanta, the girls was on point. They came out here, makeup. I was like, these girls is pretty.
What you think killed that?
New Yorkers coming here and wanting to dress and wear sneakers in the damn club.
Lace front wigs.
You could be cute with a lace front, but if you go to the club now, all the girls got sneakers on.
Lace front wigs.
Killed the vibe.
Killed.
Okay.
Everything.
Just everything.
Yo, that's a whole topic.
Let's just stop for a second.
That's a
the
whole
fucking
topic.
lace front.
They did it.
Killed the
demise.
women looking on point, because it's very hard, ladies. This is why I said it's very hard to look on point when I can see that fishnet thing right there. Yeah. When I get close to you and then you get close enough and you see the net.
You gotta be brave to wear a wig, because there's no way I could sit in front of a man and then you got like the makeup and the glue clunking up and stuff.
It's
like y'all
right
gotta
there.
be brave.
You can see when you can see when it turns colors from right here. No. You can see the scalp now.
And then how you in the club, like I'm pretty sure sweating and lifting and doing weird stuff. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry, girls. Wear y'all wigs.
I'm just saying. When you can't be on point if I walk up to you and then it's like I see the net. It's just hard.
Back to the original. So when Section started being cool, now everybody care more about the sparkles coming over. And now the big thing in the club is what the words they put on the sign. They be trying to put funny stuff on the sign now. Like, it's not about having fun and listening to music.
Two sparkles, two sparklers. Like if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna steal what Vegas has created, do it big. So remember when I was referencing the goofy guys?
Yeah,
it'll be
goofballs.
Like let's say if it's a party that I'm starting off, right? It's 10:30. It's like 20 people in the club, including the staff. Then you get these goofballs walk in the club, stand on the couch to sit right here, and it's 3 or 4 of them with bottles and sparklers, and there's nobody in the club. Like the sparklers they're the sugar on top, they're the cherry on top of the sundae. They're not for 10:30 p.m.
Right.
No. Oh my God. Don't tell me it's people in the club with the sparkles at 10:30 p.m.
Well, they should be the promoters. Like nobody should be in there doing dumb stuff.
Like, and I'm seeing them like, man, it's just whack. So when at our parties and that's not every party in Atlanta, because there were certain clubs that still held the dance floor down. Sound Table, I know it's no longer here, was one of them. Sound Table held the dance floor down.
There's not even dance floors in clubs anymore.
Yeah, but certain parties and vibes today still cater to that. The L Bar. L Bar was small, 75 people in it, but people came to the L Bar to party.
You remember the L Bar era? Like L Bar used to be what?
Yeah, like
I'm so jealous.
There were certain joints. So like I was doing the more commercial clubs, but I made myself go to those underground, because there's still a large section of people who don't even go to the whatever the commercial clubs is, the Compounds, the Visions, whatever. They don't go there. They go to those smaller clubs where people still party.
Yes.
And whatnot.
That's a good one.
I love this conversation.
I
love this conversation. This is amazing.
Who am I helping out with the argument?
No, it's no argument.
No.
You know, it's no argument. You know what it is? You know what it is we all care.
Yeah.
And you care from a perspective that I care about. I'm in the restaurant. I'm in the kitchen. You actually serving the food, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, hearing that,
good analogy.
You know what I'm saying? It just really become
king over here.
It just really like I'm like I love that. I want to go ahead to me. I'm sorry.
We were talking about different DJs in the club. So like the opening DJ, the mid DJ, and the closing DJ, right? So if I'm an artist and I'm trying to ship music and I'm trying to get my music broke in the club, would it be smarter for me to go to the opening DJ to try to get my music played, or what would the best approach be for artists to try to get their music played?
Very good question.
Great question.
The best way is create a relationship with all 3 of them, right? But the relationship isn't solidified while the DJ is spinning, right? It's walk in politely when you see that the DJ is not in the middle of the mix, right? When let's say if the DJ plays Before I Let Go, you know that's typically a song that a DJ would play for at least 3 minutes, right? That's when you say, yo, artist so-and-so, I sing, rap, dance, whatever. Here's my card. Yo, I would like to, link with you outside of the club. That's the best way. Whether it's the the opening DJ, middle DJ, or closing. The worst way is to walk in a club, yo, could you play whatever song it is? Can you play my song now? Right? And then here's what they do. Now, then they be like, they'll take their phone, play it from my phone. First of all, I'm not playing, no DJ is playing a song they never heard of now. Like
right. Live action.
They're not doing that, right? But then so that creates this air of aggression. And then what DJs do, because we talk, we'll remember who that person is, and then we'll be like, yo, rapper so-and-so came. And then we'll all unanimously be like, oh, well, we not rocking with him because of the wrong approach, right? So unless you're in a strip club, that's a different environment. But I don't even think that those DJs...
They don't like that either.
Yeah, they don't.
Like you know, it's funny to me. It's like I became who I became in the music business because I liked women, right? And when you like women don't hide how they feel. If they like you, they like you. I could be the nicest guy in the world. You could be the dick. If they like you, they on your dick. It's just like you said about trauma. It's no I could do about it. They like this nigga. That's it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that what if somebody came up to you and was like, my phone number, call me, text me right now. Hey, mind you, no.
That's a
but
good
you're at work though.
Yeah.
Yeah, at work.
Yeah,
you're at work. It's like you're filming right now, and somebody
right.
comes next to you like, man, this motherfucker fine. Yo, take my no disrespect, Mars and Ray. I gotta get your number, baby.
They don't
You're
even
so gorgeous.
say that. They just be like, yo, here's my number. Like,
that's what I'm saying. So for me, the DJ, it's funny because it's like, who wants to go to work and have someone standing, like, first of all, what y'all don't know. Let me tell you what y'all don't know. What y'all don't know is that when the DJ is popping, there's already a couple of reps around them. So there's already a Kadife. There's already a Malcolm that's at the club that's kind of like, that got three songs that they need you to play tonight. They know you know the system, and they kind of sitting there waiting. So they already asking, do you want to drink? What you want? What you got? Because they trying to get their shit off. And now here you come thinking, I got $100. This nigga gonna play my shit. Okay.
They don't even come with $100. They come breath smelling like nasty ass blunts. Like they come with that. Fingernails be dirty ass.
And they always touching you.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They always got their hand on you. Yo. Hey man, nigga. The fuck, bro? Don't touch me, man.
Yo, they're not even fly with it. Like,
yo, it be times I've been out with my kids. I swear to God, a nigga like, yo, no disrespect, man, but Ray, you gotta hear this, man. No. This is my single,
like, yo,
bro.
I'm at Chuck E. Cheese with my little kid.
Are you fucking serious? Not now, man. You're not gonna play me. It's no song you can play me that's gonna make me stop and be like. But that's what they think gonna happen. They think you're gonna hear their song and be like, Jesus,
right?
Stop! Everyone, stop dancing.
World stop.
This guy Don Vito just gave me his single, and it's the greatest song I've heard in my life.
Everybody needs to hear it.
And you guys gotta hear it right now.
You know what the line is? Let's say, okay, let's take it back. I know Vito could definitely relate to this. Let's take it back to the 90s. Let's say it's Bad Boy Weekend, right? Bad Boy Weekends used to be
big weekends.
Huge.
I've never even heard of this.
Oh, now Puff would shut the city down. Him and AG would shut the city down.
Right? It would be some
good stuff.
Extra ass New Yorker would come up like, yo, he would, because back then we actually had what? He would have this record like, yo, could you play it? And he'd be like, yo, Puff wants to hear it right now. Like, that record don't say Bad Boy on it. Like, I'm not about to risk.
What really happened was they went to Puff and said, my DJ gonna play my shit. And then they come to you like, yo, Puff just said he want to hear it. You don't give a fuck.
Bro, like they would beat you. And yo, Jermaine said he wants to hear it right now. Yo, unless his record says So Def and Mel gave it to me,
yes,
I'm not. Unless his record said Bad Boy and June Balloon gave it to me, I'm not touching it. But the lie would be, yo, Puff wants to hear it right now. He about to sign my act. He said he wants to hear it in the club. Yo, if Puff is gonna sign you, that means he heard it in the loudspeakers in somebody's studio.
Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yo,
it's funny. Let me ask you guys, what happened to, and by the way, this is not a Ray question because I want y'all, I don't want to age myself. This is my big bro Don Vito's question. What happened to slow dancing in the club? Because I ain't never slow danced in the club.
Man,
I never slow danced in the club. Nah.
You know who was the best DJ? So there's two I'm gonna name. One from the 90s and one currently. The best DJ from the 90s that ever played a slow jam set, it was DC from Tag Team. Him and Trauma used to do Atlanta Live. Saturday, it'd be like 3,000-4,000 people. Everybody, you couldn't get in the parking lot if you weren't dressed right. And dress right could be anything from Wallabies to Gucci slip-ons to Louboutins for the ladies, right? DC at the end of the night would destroy the party in a great way.
Yeah.
With a dope R&B set. 2023, Brian Michael Cox
And Keith
has the same
Yes.
has the same energy. It got lost. Somewhere it got lost. Parties started
trap music.
I can't blame it on trap, because trap definitely has its value in its place. But it got lost. Maybe it got lost because DJs stopped being creative. You know, we're not.
Can I tell you what I think happened? Can I tell you what I think happened? Okay, let's look at black music like a house, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. The kids of the house. No, hear me out. The kids of the house
You never know
were
where it's going.
the kids of the house were R&B singers, right? They wore suits, like they dressed like R&B singers. They looked like R&B. They clean cut, no tattoos, good. But then they let their cousin hip hop move in. One cousin. He was, look at it like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like he came, and then all of a sudden, cousin started fucking. And his cousin started fucking. Meanwhile, the R&B kids are going to school. They waiting to get married. Them hip hop kids in the house fucking every day. They smacking the shit out of R&B kids. Yeah, shut the fuck up, nigga. Oh, bitch, I'm crying in here. And I'm telling you, at some point in time,
what an analogy!
It just stopped being like cool. It was just like hip hop dictated what R&B can do now, because hip hop is consumed by women, R&B is consumed by women, and think about it. If I'm putting out one album every 3 years, because I'm an R&B singer, I gotta get my shit together. Or let's say every 2 years, and this rap nigga's putting out a mixtape every fucking 3 months.
Yeah.
Nigga, and I'm watching y'all. You are now becoming used to a certain sound. So you're used to a nigga saying, pop that pussy, bitch, pop that. You're used to that. So now the nigga come in the room saying, I'm gonna give you all my love.
You gonna be like, what the
fuck? Don't get your bitch ass out now. Slap your ass in the mud. That's what really happened. It just became soft. And we gotta find a way to do it. And Afrobeats is really doing it. That's what it feel like. That's why I feel good today. I feel way better about R&B. R&B niggas, y'all better go to Africa and go get with the African producers.
But the other thing is, remember, let's say about 6-7 years ago, the R&B party turned up. Like now, every promoter got an R&B night. Because I feel like hip hop ate itself in it.
It's every night. It's not even a theme. If it's black people at the party, they playing hip hop.
Yeah. It got to a point where
the kids took over.
The cousins.
They got golds in their mouth. They got chains on. They got tattoos. They got guns. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, because when he asked me what's the best vibe in the city, I said Red Martini on Wednesdays. You know,
the
R&B
that's
party.
keeping
That's
the only party I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm going. If somebody say let's go,
that's
I'm going.
You at.
Great vibe. The girls singing it. It feels like what music is supposed to be. They need a dance floor.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
They don't have a dance floor.
She mumbles.
You're going to have to dance in the section.
Yeah.
But still, you're going to be having a good time.
But that shit is sold out every week. Like, if you don't get a section
3
days
40 hours beforehand.
like that is...
That lets you know that there is a desire. Usher show lets you know there's all this stuff is telling... Everybody black knows that there's a desire for black R&B great music. But like I said, from a man from the inside, when you realize that the people don't look like you and didn't grow up listening to, like, none of them CEOs and none of these labels would know what to do if you make me happy. And come on, they don't even know what the fuck that is. They don't even know it before I Let Go came on. You know what I'm saying? They're like, what is this? You guys, this is new? No, nigga.
They got it from Beyonce.
They think Beyonce version is that. So that's why I think it's that. Go to Mary.
As a DJ, so you came from Crate days all the way up to where we are now. Did you ever feel like playlists kind of were gonna take the DJ spot, or were you ever intimidated by that?
Never that.
Not him.
No.
A playlist.
He's like, I'm a real DJ. I'm not a playlist.
A playlist can't read the room.
He's a great DJ.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why you don't have to worry about that.
A playlist can't tell that you and your girls came in to celebrate a promotion, a divorce, a raise,
a birthday.
A playlist can't tell that. Like AI, I know that's a new buzzword, technology buzzword of the moment. Right now, AI, and I say right now because you never know, AI can't read the room. It can't read emotions. And in the way we are emotion-driven people, like it can't tell that you had 3 drinks and now you're ready to whatever your favorite song is, you ready to get loose. Like, it can't tell. So I'm not.
Or who walked in the room? Such and such just walked in the room, drop his record. It's just certain things.
Yeah, I can't do
Good
that.
one.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Didn't think about that.
But plus, I'm gonna say this for the dreamers out there: if you commit to the process, you don't have to ever worry about being replaced.
How about that?
If you're really committed to the craft that you do, now if you are a DJ that just like press the button and that's what you do, then maybe they'll get replaced. But a DJ that knows, oh, I know how I'm gonna open my set. I know how I'm gonna close my set. You can't replace that.
Like if let's say there's little tricks that I say. How many of y'all got a passport? Everybody put their hands up. Okay, well, I know I could probably get into a Latin dance set beyond Suavemente. Like I know when I ask little things, a playlist can't do that because a playlist is already set up.
Right.
R&B singers also they dress like their girls, and rap niggas dress like men.
Oh, please, rap. I'm not going to do that with you. We not going to do that.
Well,
the rappers do
this
not
is how
dress
rap
like
took
men
over.
anymore.
This is how rap took over. I'm
Okay.
talking about. By the way, this came from my old. This came from Don Vito. He's like
he blaming you?
Don Vito's feeding me information. Remember when the R&B niggas used to dress like women? I'm like, they damn sure did.
Prince and stuff?
Nah, they did. I mean, it was they looked like y'all. It was cool. Remember the Dave
Thugger wear a dress
remember
on one of
the
his
Dave Chappelle
albums?
skit with
Are they not wearing nail polish?
Charlie Murphy said, and Mickey Free. And back then, if you looked like a bitch, you was the flyest nigga in the room, and all the bitches looked like Mickey Free. It was just the game.
There was a lot going on back then.
A whole lot going on.
So go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
go ahead.
I was about to say. So tell me. So you have a podcast that is dedicated to. We didn't even touch on the mixtape DJ.
Oh, that's where I was.
But
going.
that's dedicated to the art. It's called. Tell me the name of it.
The Art Behind the Tape podcast series. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, all over the place.
By the way, if y'all like what he talking, he gets way more in depth in there. What made you want to do that?
So let's say 10, 12 years ago, I had this idea for a documentary on documenting the history of mixtape culture from its inception in New York to where it is now, to the digital landscape. Working on the documentary, I knew that it was going to be two parts. It was going to be the film, and it was going to be the book. The book was going to be the thing that sold the piece of IP that sold while the film was being made, produced, shot, and even when the film aired. So he's like, okay, all the people that we would interview for the documentary, we can interview them and more for the book. So decided to do the book, sold the book out of our digital trunk. Book did extremely well. And then we're still
It's a coffee
working.
table book, right? I've seen it in plenty of places. Yep.
I'll make sure you guys get some.
Yeah, we need one for the set. I'll put one right there.
Yeah, I'll bring some up here for the squad. Put the book out, and we said, okay, well, book's been doing well, like sold in 20, 30 different countries across the globe. Now we need another piece that we can handle on our own. Let's do the podcast. So the podcast is really an exploration of the conversation about mixtape culture.
So who can you give me your top 5 mixtape DJs
Of all time,
DJs.
it'll have to be.
I ain't gonna put the pressure on you to say 5 to 1, but if you want to go there, go there. I love it.
Oh, we putting them in order? Go ahead.
No order.
He's like, wait, go right.
Orders when niggas get pissed.
Yeah,
Number
Put
3.
before me, right?
Yeah. So 5, someone's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
So
No order.
you got Capri, Drama, SNS, Ron G, Doo-Wop, Capri, Drama. That's 5, and I'm gonna stop because my boys are gonna watch this. Yo, you ain't mentioned me. Like, guess what? 5. We're gonna stop at 5. We're gonna stop at 5.
Top 5 party DJs, not including you.
Party DJs: Capri, Clark Kent. I would say Capri, Clark Kent, Frank Ski. Frank Ski, without a doubt. I say that with bass in my voice.
Oh wow.
Frank Ski.
You said tone in that voice.
He still kills it. Outside of Atlanta, is this kid DJ Puffy from the Caribbean who bodies the situation. I'm trying to mention cats out because it's easy, for me to mention cats in our home, in the city. So Frank, Capri, Clark Kent, Puff, and I don't want to mention in New York. That's easy too. who else from the West Coast that bodies?
See, he's a real DJ. He's looking.
Yeah,
he's trying to include the whole country.
Yeah,
I would have run right to College Park.
He's like, who can I name from?
So I named 4 because I couldn't think of a 5th one.
But because obviously I'm a fan, I'm gonna ask you. So, give me 5 R&B songs that you could play in a party, never fails.
Before I let go, first of all, Set It Off, definitely. Get Me Bodied by Beyonce.
Ooh, I didn't even. That's a good one.
Get the girls moving.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta add these to my playlist.
Bad Girl, Usher. That's a cheat code, I know, obviously, but it
yes,
works.
It works.
Like you can't argue that. Say Trey Songz.
I'm surprised you didn't say Tevin Campbell. Can we talk?
That's another
those
like
are the cheat. Yeah.
That's a cheat code. Like, you know what I mean, anybody can
yeah.
I mean, I know the records I picked weren't.
No, but you picked some good B-sides though. Like before, like Get Me Bodied, I would have never thought about that.
Yeah, but it
Cheat
definitely
code.
does a job.
Definitely does a job. Like, because every girl is, they're doing their Beyonce at the party.
Wait, I know we moved off of this, but another like star I want to put on there, like a note, is that a lot of the DJs in Atlanta now are not from Atlanta, and I think that affects the club culture as well.
Well, historically it's been like that because Atlanta is a migratory city. Like, so with the colleges, Clark, Spelman, Morehouse, Morris Brown, Emory, Georgia Tech, now Georgia State is in the mix. It's a magnet, where it's drawing kids from all over the country. So all of those kids are bringing their experience here. And then because if they're a college kid, 9 times out of 10, they live in the city, they're going to try and get to those clubs in the city. So if you're coming from wherever you come from, Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis, you're coming to Atlanta and you're partying in the city, that's why you'll be partying, more than likely, you'll be partying with a DJ who's not from here because he's catering to the college crowd, and the college crowd is a mixture of people from all over the United States.
If you're a young DJ, you're 21 years old, you want to be a DJ, how do you become great?
Study the craft. A lot of cats don't study.
Where's the craft? Like, how do you study the craft?
If I was a young DJ and I knew what time it was, I would study Kid Capri, I would study Dougie Fresh, right? Those 2 dudes, Capri's going to tell you how to rock a party, and he's going to tell you how to rock the mic while he's rocking the party. Dougie's going to teach you how to host a party. You ever go to a party and it's an air quote host and they say nothing, they have no catchphrase?
Yeah, for sure.
When they get on the mic, they don't know how to talk. That's because they didn't study the manuscript. Like, the manuscript was written by people like Capri and Doug Fresh. So study the craft. It's like if I was a high school football player and let's say I was a quarterback, I'm studying great quarterbacks. I'm studying Mike Vick. I'm studying Tom Brady. Like, there's no way I couldn't study those guys. I feel like a lot of these cats don't study. You can hear it because they're not good because they don't study.
Got you.
Got to know the history in order to know where you're going.
Period.
So we talked about the difference in club night, right? You still actively in Atlanta getting things done. What's the number one party to you in the city right now?
There's a few. Sean Fallion has some very dope experiences.
Yes.
Sean Fallion does.
Sean Fallion be everywhere.
Yeah, he does.
He was the first new face. He was the first new face.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do memorabilia, but everybody, Sean Fallion be everywhere. He was the first.
That's
new
one
face.
of the first people who got me a job when I moved out here. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did a job with Jack Daniels. I don't know. He posted it one day, but that was one of the first people.
He's dope. He has parties, super eclectic, different type parties. Mabel, Jay, and Faven.
I'm about to say, yeah.
We definitely weren't the first day party, but we pioneered and made the day party on Sunday uber popular.
that you niggas wanted to smoke hookah and drink liquor so much
that we made a
that
Sunday
we
day party.
created a fucking day party. It wasn't good that the club opened at 10. You niggas want the party at 2 p.m.
Right after brunch.
On a Sunday
We
to
wanna go
8,
straight to the
9,
day
go
party,
eat
yes.
dinner, then go to the Sunday party. Where the
Then
fuck
go to
are
the
y'all
club,
working
then
at?
go to
What
the
are you
afties.
working?
Yes, it's a
So
lifestyle.
the theme of that particular night, it was called it still is called Flip Flop Sundays. Musically, we wanted it to be the antithesis to what you heard Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. So when you come to wherever we were, Lava Lounge or wherever, and you come in the Flip Flop Sundays, you're not going to hear what you heard the night before. That's why the term Flip Flop Sundays we were flipping and flopping what you considered a musical playlist. So we just doing different things with it.
That's dope. That's dope.
We have this part of the show called Credit Check, right? Where we allow someone like yourself, who is a legend,
Oh, his is gonna be good.
to give a shout out to a couple of people. Give some credit, right? Some credit so someone can leverage, so they can see, like, man, like, damn, Mars. I told y'all. Look, it might be the kid. I told y'all I helped Mars get on. I told y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll name two people. First one, and this is no particular order, DJ Nabs. Because when promoters and when the establishment was fronting on DJs, this is before the Super Friends, right? When the establishment was not paying DJs any attention, Nabs was. Well, he is a DJ once, so let's get that. The Sunday night at Kaya, he made you focus on the DJ. He took what he learned from touring with Criss Cross and them opening up with Michael Jackson. He brought that to the club here, right? No promoter in Atlanta was highlighting the DJ the way he did. He's a DJ, right? So I would say in terms of importance in Atlanta, I know people don't mention his name. They act like he doesn't exist, which is whack. I have to credit DJ Nabs, right? I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Shout out to Nabs. Didn't he do isn't he the first DJ in history to do a live album?
Yeah.
At a club? Yeah.
He recorded. I'll go so far as to say Nabs is the reason why Alex bought, no one's going to give him this credit, right? Nabs is the reason why Alex bought Kaya, and Alex still is biggest promoter in the city. That was the first club that Alex bought. He only bought it because Nabs made it hot. Wow. Period. That's period. Like,
okay, Aaron in here with the history. Okay, yeah.
Like,
I was outside.
You know what I'm saying? So how you not? So if Alex is the biggest promoter in the country, you could say, right? Yeah. And he bought the club that Nabs made hot. How you not give Nabs credit? I'm not saying that Alex wouldn't be who he was. No, I'm not saying that at all. Before somebody slices and dices and be like, yo.
No, but for sure. But I mean, it's smart niggas see opportunity, see opportunity and capitalize, and they make they shit.
And that was because, so without Nabs doing old school Sundays at Kaya, there wouldn't be no visions because that room wouldn't have been important to Alex. Yeah. So imagine if there's no visions. What does that do for nightlife in Atlanta? So there's certain things that just wouldn't exist. Them bottom feeders may not exist because they would have had the big fish to follow. Yeah. So credit check to Nabs. Second, Shanti Das. Shanti Das and Jaha Johnson are they are the sole reason why I was touring with Usher in '94 on his first album. It was because of them two. Jaha Johnson, super executive, was another one of my college roommates. Yeah. Shanti, executive at LaFace. I remember Shanti coming to a college party. We could have been on Clark's campus or the warehouse. And she was like, yo, she said, you know what you should do when you spin? This is Shanti telling me you should talk when you spin. That'll differentiate between you and these other DJs. If you talk, she's like, the other DJs need people to talk for them. But if you talk while you're spinning, it'll separate you from the pack. Not only am I a good DJ technically, but vocally I bring energy to let's say like a Monica song or Usher song or Kenny Hilson song, but the battery was put in my back because of Shanti, and then Jaha was Shanti's intern at LaFace, and when they were, and obviously I know you know Jaha.
Yeah, of course, that's my man.
When they were putting the Usher package together, this is first album Usher. Dude is probably, when I first met him, 12 at the time. Wow. When they were putting that movement together, it was, he needs a DJ that is relative to the college audience. But it was Shanti who saw me. It's like you go into the Rucker and someone be like, yo, get number 12. Get him. Get him.
She spotted you.
So credit check to them.
So you've been with Usher since the beginning.
Yeah. So before we wrap, we have one game we want to play with you, right? Mm-hmm. We call it "Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is," right? Mm-hmm. And
you didn't tell me about that one.
And I mind you,
I'm saying that in a good way.
But mind you, I texted said this. Somebody tell them, and they was like, "Yeah, he knows. Go." I'm like, okay, but okay. So here's the game, right? The game is called "Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is." We give you 3 options, and you have to answer. You have to pick one to sign, one to develop, and one to drop. See, Don, we trust you, man.
Here we go.
Let's give it up for our producer, Don Vito, man. He don't get no credit with his tight shirt on. He don't get no credit. That's my bro right there.
That polo piece is fresh.
It is, right?
We're not going to front on him. That polo piece is fresh.
So what we do is we give you, we'll say 3 options. You got to pick one to sign, one to put in development, and one to send home, the drop. If you don't answer, the reason why it's called "Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is" because if you don't answer, you have to donate $20 to a nonprofit for young kids, creatives, the Creative Academy, right? But you can just ask them. It's fun, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna give you. So I like to do a minimum of 5. So I got 5 good ones for you. I feel like the first one is too easy. I'm not gonna do the first one. It's too easy. But I'm gonna start right here, and it could be anything. I'm not gonna just do artists. It could be anything. So here's go. DJ Clue, Ron G, Kid Capri. We got to sign one, we got to drop one, and we got to put one in development.
Drop. Okay. All right. I'm going to get, I got this. Okay. I would sign Ron G.
Okay.
Right? I would sign Ron G because Ron G's his blend tapes were the architect for modern R&B, the R&B that used hip hop. They stole that sound from Ron G tapes. Like, one, I know because I interviewed him. 2, I know because I saw the culture grow. So the reason why Monica was singing over LL's Backseat of My Jeep was because Ron G made popular putting R&B acapellas over hip hop beats. Made it popular.
Don't take it personal. Was LL Backseat of My Jeep. Crazy.
Period.
Okay.
Dallas doing that was because of the energy that Ron G created. Well, no, he didn't create. He made popular.
So he's signing Ron G. Who are we putting in development and who are we sending home? Clue or Kid Capri?
Man, listen.
Or the kids could just get some Chick-fil-A on you tomorrow. It's just, and no one loses in this case.
Oh, he thinking hard about this one.
I'm going to donate $20.
$20 for the kids, everybody.
I thought you was going to get through it.
We back to giving the kids their stuff.
I'm gonna donate.
All right, cool. Compound, Visions, Velvet Room.
That's the other one I was trying to figure out.
Okay, so I'm going to throw a little asterisk, a little caveat. Which Velvet Room? See, so I'm going to dig because the first Velvet Room was all the way downtown.
I'm talking about the one, the one that the big one that he built that was like up on 25.
That one we
that's the second one.
We sending that back.
That was the bigger one.
We dropping.
Okay, we dropping Velvet Room. Okay, cool.
Top. We're dropping off top. So what are the other options?
Compound, Vision, Velvet Room.
I'm signing Compound. Circa a certain time period. Visions I'm putting in development.
Really? I ain't gonna lie. Vision was the originator of like the Tuesday after release.
But that was the start of when the party stopped being about the party. Depending on what night you went. That was the start of the party not being about the party. It was about a certain element walking in the room.
True.
We're just gonna leave it there.
That's true.
We're gonna leave it there.
That's true. All right, cool. I'm gonna just give you this one: Usher, R. Kelly, Chris Brown. We on Mars Records right now. We on Mars Records right now. We trying to. I'm working for you. I'm like, who you want me to go get?
Well, we're signing.
Usher.
We're signing Usher. He's
Of
already
course we
signed,
are.
right? We're putting Chris in. I'm gonna remix the answer. We're putting Chris and Kels in development. Chris got a lot of maturing. He got a lot of maturing to do as a man. You gotta. I was at that show. It was Usher's birthday party last year. I mean, it was Usher's birthday concert. We was in Vegas, and we brought Chris Brown out to be a special guest.
Yes.
And it was a moment. If you guys go back and you look at this moment, Usher puts his hands on Chris's shoulder, and I forget the exact words that he used, but basically his point was, "We love you. We need you to get right. We need you. We need you to be the thing that you are. We don't need you." Tattoos and all this. We don't need you with these drug accusations. We don't need that. We need Chris Brown to be here.
Yeah.
Like there's room for two kings. Usher was essentially saying, we need you to be here and win with us, because you win, you help your homeboys family out. You inspire the Chris Brown and the Usher of 2024. We need you to be here. I don't think there's enough people around Chris Brown saying to him, or maybe there's a ton of people saying
it has to come from somebody he respects.
Mm-hmm.
And he got to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, and then, so not to be on no hot
for
work,
sure.
but Kels, someone needed to do the same thing with Kels. Like, look, bro, whatever it is you're doing behind them closed doors with whatever, stop.
Got you.
Because he's a king. Musically, he's a king, but the other stuff, someone needed to shake him up. Somebody, an OG needed to beat him up and be like, yo, Duke, you wild.
Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, it's tripping. Last one. Kanye, Jay-Z, Drake.
Damn, man.
Somebody's got to go.
Okay, who's got to? Kanye got to go.
Oh, you said that a little too easy.
Yeah, yo.
Okay, who you signing?
I'm signing Hove, and then I'm developing Drake, because so a lot of us are parents in here. You know, your kid plays sports and the coach says, yo, your son is very coachable. Drake is very coachable. Like, Drake is a student of the culture. So me saying developing, that's not a detriment. Drake studies. Yeah. He studies Southern hip hop. He studies European hip hop.
That's why he doesn't miss.
That's why he
I tell people
you called him a culture vulture.
Oh, I whispered that, but yeah.
But I heard you.
Yeah.
Nah, but yo,
he
doesn't miss.
But here's the thing,
everything.
though. Just because someone doesn't have a natural skill, like Kobe Bryant is a incredible basketball player, but he bit everything Michael Jordan did. Okay. So my thing is that as long as you do it with honor, no, seriously, as long as you do it with honor and you honor, like you, and Drake has never went outside of that, so I'll give him that.
I'll take that.
I'm signing Hove. Who are the three?
Drake,
Hove, Ye.
Yeah, Kanye got to go. That rhetoric, Hitler was a good guy rhetoric. I'm down with. I'm down with 45 Trump. Like, nah.
Trying to tell you.
No.
Tamira asked the last question.
Right. So, but before I do say that was a really good way to look at it as far as coachable, because you can't tell Yeezy nothing. So that was a really good way to approach it. So this is the God Show. So I have to ask you, do you consider yourself a GOAT or underdog?
I'm a GOAT.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
I love when that. He said it fast too. Yeah. Point blank. Period.
Well, I just want to let you know, you better have said GOAT, because I'm like, bro, it is a skill to be able to be a real great DJ. And
thank you, man.
I can't think of no one above you. I ain't saying that you above everybody, because I know a lot. I got a lot of DJ homies, but I can't think of no one who is above you. Like, as far as like keeping the party, and I can't wait.
I gotta go.
And I can't wait to come to the next Usher show, because I'm gonna come early because I want to see you rock.
Yo, we have that. I have that room so lit. Wow. It's yo, man. So doors open at 8. Usher comes on between 9 and 9:30. The minute you walk in the door, you are involved in the experience. So other artists sell you a concert, Usher's selling you an experience. It's like you know how when you buy you got a Rolex on your arm. You know, you go to the AD and it's different. It's just different. Like they sit you down, you buy the watch, they tell you the history behind the presidential.
It's an experience.
That's what that is. And it's peppered with Atlanta all over it. Yeah. Then the kid comes out like, yo, he's a cross between Marvin Gaye and Sammy and Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, you know how Sugar Ray Leonard looks when he was in his heyday. Yeah. Like, no homo. Like Usher,
like real put together. Got their shit. Yes.
Yeah. But Usher comes out with the fly Marvin Gaye-esque suits. Like he's giving you the business. And I don't want to give too much away, but yo, when he starts, you're getting 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and I'm not gonna lie. To me, I always say he's the perfect R&B artist. Mm-hmm. Like he's the like he literally skipped no steps.
None.
He still can do everything he could do.
Yo, the niggas does the handstand.
And in the middle of the show, and holds it, by the way. Yeah.
Yo, like he still does it, and he's 40-something years old. He does it with one hand, with the legs up. I'm watching this cat.
Like, how the fuck you doing that?
Son, how you doing it? One night, I know we got to go, but one night at an after party, B. Cox was spinning in one room. We was all there, and I tapped out. It's like 4:30. We got a show the next day. I still ain't getting this group. Like I said to him, I said, yo, I got a show tomorrow. I don't know about you.
Exactly.
I can't. I don't want to get fired. I'm going to.
Exactly.
Yo, dude is a king, man. And again, he not only is he making Atlanta proud, definitely that. He's making his mother proud, but he's making fans of black music proud because the cat is in Jordan in his prime shape. He is Mamba mentality. Yep. And he's proving it every night.
Exactly. No, I love it. I just want to say this before we wrap. You are invited to come do the Culture Report anytime. This is the interview process. Like this is a show where it's the Mars show. But we also do a show once a week where we talk about everything in culture and just go in.
I've seen the clips.
And I'm letting you know, we don't invite everybody. I'm letting you know, anytime you text me, because Mars hit me. I put out a clip and Mars like, I got to come. I hit Jack down and say, yo, get him on right now. I don't care.
I've been trying to get on here. Because one, I respect the opinion. Some people have more opinion than they have history.
Yep.
Right? Like it'd be unfounded opinions.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
But at least the opinion I see from the both of you guys on here, it's founded in research and history.
Yes. And for me, it's like I speak from a different perspective. I speak from the kitchen. Some people speak from servants. So for me, it's like when I say I'm only speaking from the place of if you cooking, this is how you better be thinking, because I cook. And I know how I've been able to been here. But I just want to say this. Yo, brother, thank you. We celebrate you. You are a GOAT. By the way, I want you to look at, shout out to our sponsor, Tote and Carry. I want you to look at it because I'm bringing something special, but I'm going to bring something for you next time I come to the show. I'm going to have a gift for you.
Paris or
I'm probably going to come to Vegas before, but Paris for sure. I'm going to have a gift for you. I'm going to bring something to Paris for you because I want you to see it. But nice. Just look at it. So shout out to Tote and Carry.
Yo, she means subliminal.
Yeah, I already got some stuff coming for you. This is the God Show. Shout out to DJ Mars, and we are out.
Thank you guys.